Welcome to day 2 of our workshop. This is a section where we can clear up any questions and give you any information that you may need about the area or about the workshop. We have a few points there, but let's start. Does anyone have any questions from yesterday? I mean, non-technical questions on GHC, at least right now. No? Okay, cool. So we have a few points which we thought would maybe make sense to just refresh or talk about. Yeah. This room, by the way, will be locked during lunch, so you feel free to leave anything that you don't want to carry with you. It also means that we require everyone to leave the room and maybe walk a little bit, eat something that's healthy, it's nice. Also in the evening, we will close the room at the end of the thing, so it's about 5 or 5:15 or something. Feel free to go out on the lake. All of it's public area, so as long as you behave yourselves, it's fine to hang out there. Yeah, what else? What else? So this room will be locked in the evening as well, but I wouldn't leave your laptops or anything in here if you don't want to, if you don't have to. Cool. Anything else?
Yeah, you can
Oh
say
yeah,
more about Mensa.
Mensa. Yes, I noticed some people had some questions at lunch yesterday. So just to clarify things, there are actually there are four possibilities of lunch. One is something called the hit, which is sort of the big fatty menu, which is normally a burger or something. That's on that side. There's the daily menu, which has one non-veg and one vegetarian option, and then there's the free plate. You can just put on stuff, whatever you want. So these three things have three separate lines. So yesterday people were just queuing up in one line. You don't need to queue up in this one line. You can queue up in three different lines. Yeah. Also, if you get a daily menu, you can also put some salad on it. It's all okay. So the unit is a plate, right? But just don't make the plate look like a mountain, because then they'll maybe charge you extra or something like that. But yeah, that's basically it. There is water down. There's a water fountain at the side as well if you want to. The only bottleneck is paying. So just make sure that you stagger yourself so that the Mensa people can process your payment. That's the only thing. Any questions regarding that? For those people who are joining us today, there are toilets downstairs just below where we are right now. There are also quiet working areas in the other buildings, so in building 5. So David sent a mail about it, so that you should.
So just a couple of reminders. These microphones we're passing around are not amplifying your voice. They are transmitting it out into the ether. So please also speak up, even though you're holding a mic. If you get another point is, if you get a question answered by somebody, like if you're like, how does this part of GHC work? I don't understand it. Please fix the documentation so the next person who arrives with that question doesn't need to ask anybody. I think if we have no other effect on GHC from this event than making the docs better, then it's already worth running it. Also, please tell me about the merge requests and other GHC contributions that you make during this event, during ZeroHack. Just because I'd like to be able to look and see, like, oh, cool, this came from this event, and we can use that for planning and refining the process for a potential repeat, should we choose to do one. If you need a certificate of participation, I know there are some students here who have that being useful, and some non-students as well. Please talk to us today. I've got a draft of one that I'd like to show you and make sure it meets your needs for whatever it is you need it for. And then we'll be handing those out tomorrow. But please come and make yourself known in extra time, just so I'm sure I don't miss anybody. And then we can get them to you tomorrow.
So this means mail you.
It means, first off, it means talk to me to look at the draft. I have the emails, but just to be sure that nothing gets lost. Also, presenters and volunteers, please stand up. Just to say hi. These are all people who you can ask questions of. So there's a lot of help available for your various projects. Please don't hesitate to ask questions. All the presenters and volunteers who are here, they have all signed up to answer your questions, so please feel free to do so.
Someone on the Discord just asked, what does during ZeroHack mean? Just time-wise overlap of the work versus ZeroHack, or work prompted by ZeroHack for, merge requests?
It means basically, I'd like to hear about cool stuff you do as a result of this event. If you're doing it during ZeroHack, that's great. If you're not, that's great. It helps me be able to potentially try to get donors for a future event to make things cheaper, or to get more support for students, or figure out like how much time is it worth using on things. It makes it much easier if we know what it leads to. And then, yeah, as Farhad said, at the end of the day, we have to leave this room and the building. So please use the Discord channel to coordinate meeting up to get things done and to eat dinner and those kind of things. And just as a quick repeat of the day's schedule, we have our talk on the RTS starting officially 2 minutes ago. So we're already a little bit behind, but we're on Ben's machine, so it should be pretty quick to get transitioned over. And then we'll have the WASM CodeGen split around lunch again. So it's essentially the same schedule as yesterday. And then finally the type checker at the end of the day. This schedule is available on the website. And as time allows, I'm adding links to slides as well. So I'm doing my best to keep it up to date. And that's it for practical information. Oh, yeah, that's right. I had another one.
Oh yeah, so we will be taking some pictures during the event. I have taken some yesterday. If there's anyone who does not want their face to be shown, just let me know, or let us know when we're taking. So is there anyone? Cool. Okay, cool. Thanks.
And if you don't want to make that a public statement, then also just like get in touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.